A coalition of more than 20 groups raised their voices in support of justice for George Floyd.
They arrived outside of the Hennepin County Government Center early this morning, and as the day progressed, their numbers increased. WCCO's Reg Chapman was there as they made sure their voices were heard.
We the people! We the people!
Their chants echoed throughout downtown, demanding justice and reform.
This has been a long time coming.
Marching to the beat of the hearts of people who want change, the crowd moved from the government center to outside the U.S. Bank Stadium. Many of those gathered here have been here before.
Lots of people continuing to stand for justice for George Floyd and to push for a conviction of Derek Chauvin and the other 3 officers responsible for the death of George Floyd. And then looking at big picture issues such as the need for systemic change within the system of policing and the criminal justice system.
The cry for justice is not only for the family of George Floyd. Others who lost loved ones by the hands of law enforcement were also in the crowd.
Everyone's still here, they're still fighting, and it doesn't matter what the age is or what race or whatever it is, like everyone is here for the same cause.
The protest was without incident. Law enforcement and members of the Minnesota National Guard stood behind barricades and barbed wire, protecting the government center and those directly involved with the trial. They are also protecting the public's right to protest, a right this crowd says they will express loudly in hopes of bringing about change.
When police violate the laws, when they violate our civil rights and civil liberties, they need to be held accountable. That's what this is about, and we will continue to stand up for justice. We won't let the government silence us.
Reg Chapman, WCCO 4 News.
The coalition of groups plans to protest on key dates throughout the trial, including opening statements, closing arguments, and when the jury delivers a verdict.
After court proceedings wrapped up for the day, George Floyd's youngest sister, Bridgett, spoke. She called it an emotional day. Only one member of the Floyd family is being allowed inside.
I sat in the courtroom today and looked at the officer who took my brother's life. I just really wanted that officer to know how much love Floyd had, not only by me and his family, but you guys too, and the people around the country.
Bridgett Floyd asked people to pray for her family, especially George Floyd's daughter, Gianna.
Make CBSN Minnesota your source for trial developments. That is where the CCO team will have live jury selection updates.
And we will stream nearly nonstop coverage of the testimony once that opening statements begin later this month. You can watch for free on any device through the CBS News app or just go to WCCO.com.